Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to draw our apple still life, like Cezanne. I'm going to draw my plate with some circles for some apples. Then on each apple, I'm going to make a little smiley face, and then I'm going to put a stem in each one. Then I'm going to make my background, and you can make your background however you like. And then I'm going to teach you how an artist uses watercolors in layers to create shadows, just like Cezanne did. The first thing they do is use the lightest color first, which would be yellow. I know this feels really strange, but yellow is the lightest color in that apple, and it's the highlight color. And I know it feels really weird. Trust me. So I'm going to paint all my apples yellow, and then I'm going to move on to orange. But I'm going to leave a little yellow at the top because you know how an apple is a little bit yellow at the top? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave a little bit of yellow at the top. Then I'm going to paint in my orange, leaving a little bit of yellow at the top. Now for the shadow, it's going to be really odd because I'm not going to use black. Notice how I wiped off my brush on my towel when I needed to? You learned about the color wheel last week. I'm going to use the opposite color on the color wheel of red. There's my red. I'm not painting the whole thing red. I'm leaving a little bit of that yellow at the top and that orange at the top just to make it look like a real apple. Now, the opposite color of red on the color wheel is green, and that will give me a really nice shadow color. It won't be too heavy because black will be really heavy. So the green will give me a really nice shadow. It'll give me a really nice kind of brownish tone. I know it feels odd to use green for a shadow, but it will work. Look at that. So I'm just going to swipe my green on each one. Then I'm going to go back with a clean brush and I'm going to blend it in. Blend, blend, blend. That's the trick, is to go back and blend it in. And I just keep blending it until I get what I like. I'm using water to blend it. Ah, man. I used a little bit too much there, so I'm going to use some water to blend it. And I'm just going to keep on blending. Now it's time for me to work on my background. Magically, I have almost finished my background, and you can make your background however you want. And once I finish my background, I'm going to go back in. And this time I'm going to use a very little bit of black. Just a little bit, because black is such a really strong color when it comes to watercolors that I don't want to ruin my picture. So I'm going to use a very little bit of black, and I'm going to make a shadow on my plate so it gives it some kind of 3-dimension. And I'm not going to go around the whole plate, just halfway around. And again, I'm going to blend, blend, blend. And there's my Cezanne apples. Voila! I am an impressionist artist.